Cowboys a while ago. So I don't know. It's been dark for a while now. It's been dark. The Packers, though, how about this one? Beat the Eagles 30-16, and maybe the biggest storyline out of it was the long-anticipated Philly quarterback change. Carson Wentz was benched in the third quarter after completing fewer than 50% of his passes and getting sacked 4 times. Rookie Jalen Hurts came in and provided a spark with both his legs and his arm, and he ran for 29 yards and threw his first career touchdown with the loss. After the game, Doug Peterson, he was non-committal on who the starter would be moving forward. So Shannon, Jalen Hurts give Philly a better chance to win than Carson Wentz.
No, but I understand why they went to him yesterday, Skip. They needed a spark. And Carson Wentz's confidence is shaking right now. Skip, you know, some of the greatest athletes of all time have had at some point in time needed a confidence boost. And sometimes you hear people, Skip, they go talk to people about their confidence when it's being shaken. And he's shaken to the core because it seems that he can't get out of his own way. I'm hearing reports that he stood up in front of the team, I think it was Friday, Skip, and took accountability and ownership of some of the things that were going on with that offense. But that might have been a little bit too little too late. That might have been something he should have done a lot earlier. But back to the Jenny's original question, no, it won't. Skip, Carson Wentz got sacked, if I'm not mistaken, I'm looking at Carson Wentz, 4 times in 15 pass attempts. Jalen Hurts got sacked 3 times in 12 pass attempts. So in other words, that's the same offensive line. Now, he might be better equipped to get out of harm's way, but the offensive line isn't very good. The wide receivers, they aren't very good, Skip. And, you know, they say, well, Wentz is holding on to the ball. And he is, Skip. He holds on to the ball. And sometimes because he's so gun-shy, because he's taking so many hits, there are sometimes things open quickly and he's not able to pull the trigger. But a lot of times he's holding on to the football, hoping, praying someone gets open. And they're not getting open. Let's be real, Skip. If you're going to hitch your wagon to practice squad guys, Greg Ward Jr., Fulgham, guys of that nature.
Those guys are pretty good, but go ahead. Well, they are. Fulgham looked like he could be a Pro Bowl player.
Skip, if they were that good, they would have not been on the street that length of time. Stop doing that, Skip. Don't do that. So in other words...
Have you been following Fulgham? He's a stud.
So let me ask you a question. Would you trade Dallas core for Eagles core? Unless you're okay, then thank you. Thank you. I was going to continue on that. It's a lot easier to come up.
Well, Dallas got 3 potential 1,000-yard receivers.
And they're still going to miss the playoffs.
Okay, so?
Exactly. So it's a lot easier to come off the bench when a team hasn't prepared for you as opposed to now. I believe next week, whomever they play will prepare as if Jalen Hurts is going to be the quarterback.
How about New Orleans? That's who they play.
Yeah.
How about the best defense in pro football?
Well, he should start.
Okay.
He should start. Yeah. You believe that he's better than Wentz, so he should get thrown into the fire, and let's see what he has. But it's a lot easier to come off the bench when a team is not prepared for you as opposed to being the guy. Because you remember how good Andy Dalton, and you came in here that day at Andy Dalton, and you kept showing those 2 plays over and over.
They were sensational.
And then can you tell
That's against a team that is running away with the East now.
So, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Can you tell the people at home what happened the next couple of games Andy Dalton played when teams had a chance to prepare for him?
Yeah, can you tell people what happened to my offensive line for the next couple of games?
Skip, why do you...
Zach Martin out, the best offensive guard in football, gone.
Skip, can I ask you a question? Why do you do that for everybody else except Wentz? With no Lane Johnson, no starting left tackle, no Barrett Brooks, who's an all-pro guard. You never, ever did that for Wentz about his offensive line. But the moment your guys suffer or a team suffers...
My line has suffered far more than that line.
Skip!
I got 2 undrafted free agents at both tackles. Do me better. Show me. Show me who the Eagles have who are worse than those 2. I got a rookie undrafted and a second-year undrafted at right and left tackle. Stop it. That's just silliness.
Hold on just a second. I just told you the Eagles got 2 undrafted wide receivers, and you talk about they're great. What's the difference between the undrafted wide?
I just told you, ask anybody. Go ask any GM if they want Fulgham right now. He's a big stud.
See, when you try to make a case for why Dallas is suffering, you say we got undrafted guys. When I say Wentz is struggling, his offense isn't very good, he has Greg Ward Jr. He has undrafted free agent wide receivers, and you talk about they're great. What's the difference?
Jalen Reagor's a first-round pick. What's the problem? Greg Ward Jr. just makes plays. Every time I look up, he makes another play. I told you, I love him at
What's Cam Irving? What's Cam Irving?
Well, he's gone. That's what he is. He's gone.
Was he a first-round pick?
Yeah, he was. He's gone.
What's Connor McWilliams?
Cam Irving got hurt in the first series against Washington on Thanksgiving. Lost in the first series.
So prior to that,
what are you talking about?
So hold on. So how many games? So he only started one game, the Thanksgiving Day game. He got hurt, and that was it.
I think he started 3 before that.
Okay.
Zach Martin, what happened to him on Thanksgiving? Skip. What happened to him at Washington? Help me out.
Skip.
They've been horrible. I lost the whole offensive line before the season started. I lost 2 tackles and a center. All of them, all pro players.
Exactly what Philly lost, Skip. That's all I'm saying. Remember, they cut Jason Peters because they didn't want him back, but they had to bring him back because the offense got decimated. The left tackle's gone. Barrett Brooks,
I think it's
gone.
My turn
Lane
now.
Johnson is gone.
My turn now. Shannon Sharpe, it is officially time for you to give up on Give It To Him Wentz because he is a flat-out bust of a disaster. You know it, and I know it. It is over for your guy. It is time for my guy. It is time for Jalen Hurts. I told you the Monday after the draft, quote unquote, Jalen Hurts will be better than Carson Wentz. Period. End of statement. Okay. On, here we go. Carson Wentz is a deer in headlights kind of player. He doesn't have a great feel for the position. I've been saying this since his rookie year. His second year, he had one blip of success. And it was with a team that was so loaded that team with its backup quarterback, a guy you have little to no respect for, rolled right on from him getting hurt late in the year out here at the Coliseum against the Rams to winning the Super Bowl. And the backup quarterback was the MVP of the Super Bowl because the team was so loaded in the offensive line, on defense, at receiver, at running, you name it, they were loaded. It was set up for Nick Foles to step into the breach and say, well, I can get this. Nick Foles put up 41 points in the Super Bowl on Bill Belichick's vaunted Patriot defense. That's all you need to know, Shannon. It was over then, and I told you it was over then. Your guy is a disaster. He leads the league in all the negative categories, from stats to interceptions to fumbles lost. Jalen Hurts is a winner. That's all I know. I told you from all the time I've watched him.
How many games would Jalen Hurts win? How many games would he win for Philly moving forward?
Well, I don't know. I just know he's going to be better than Carson Wentz.
No. Give me a number. Somewhere between.
I don't know.
Exactly.
Well,
so if he don't win any games, how is he better?
Yeah, is he going to beat New Orleans, the best team in the NFC?
Why not?
Probably not.
Why not?
Did you see what happened when he stepped on the field yesterday? He is a natural-born leader. No, I saw a natural-born leader. I saw spark. I saw electricity. All of a sudden, I said, wow, that looks like that might work. And they were about to come back and beat that team until the defense broke down and gave up the real unsung MVP for the Green Bay Packers. The other Aaron broke loose on a 77-yard run that put the game away.
Skip, I come here every Monday. I say, okay, he struggled. Wentz struggled the whole game. He finally gets something going, and then the defense does what? Remember the Giants? They did the exact same thing against the Giants. Yeah. They did the same thing against Washington. That's what they do. The defense played really well, then the offense gets back in it, and then the defense collapses again.
You know what? The only thing Carson Wentz I see does consistently well is he consistently is inaccurate. That's what he is. If you're not accurate, you can't play in this league. And he is consistently inaccurately. That's really the worst thing.